Start with pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll start off with roll call. Victoria?
Mr. Santos?
Present.
Mr. Cortez is online and he is present. Mr. Gordillo, not present. Mr. Cash Vasquez?
Present.
Mr. Zeke Rodriguez? He's not present. Mr. Coy Benavides?
Present.
Oh, there he is, hello.
Hello.
Mr. Joshua Soto?
Present.
Mr. JD Gonzalez?
President.
Ms. Selena Villarreal? We have a quorum.
Awesome. All right. Well, we have the minutes here. If we would like to take a quick minute or less to review them, and if all agree, make a motion.
Motion to approve.
Cash for me, first motion. Ms. Soto,
I'm here,
second.
guys. Something's up.
Yeah, we got you, Hector. All right.
Okay.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any against? Okay, minutes pass, so move forward with that. All right, citizens' comments, do we have any citizens' comments?
No.
Nothing on that? Okay, so not necessary to read the statement, so we'll move forward and staff reports now.
Thank you. Mr. Sanchez is out at a meeting today, so you have him. For those who don't know me, I'm Virginia Hunt, I'm the assistant airport director. Our passenger report, we're down about 9% over last year. Hopefully that will come back up since all the flights are back. We did lose a couple of flights during the shutdown. American, I think for a week, we lost one flight a day, which according to Mr. Sanchez, that was our less profitable flight, so.
Which time was that? Time frame
The
was that?
6 p.m. flight. So, but they're all back to normal now. Everything's back to normal. The cargo report, our cargo is down about 16% over last year. You can see, you have our FIS stats. We had 256 private, 438 cargo, 46 charter. I don't have, we aren't comparing.
Sorry, and I know the value of points, and it was an Excel sheet, so I thought I had opened it, but I guess it didn't. It was about like $55,000 worth of penalties. Just wanted to make you guys
Can we
know.
go back to the cargo report? You said we're down. Have we gotten feedback on why, or do we know, as far as cargo goes, is it tariffs?
Good afternoon, Carlos Gomez.
I'm just gonna mute him. Or Mr. Gordillo, can you mute yourself really quick?
Yes,
Or, yeah, if you're not speaking, if you could just mute yourself so we don't get the feedback.
got it.
Thank you so much.
Just feedback on the cargo as far as, is that, tariff related, or was there any kind of feedback given as far as why numbers are down, or we have an answer as to why that's?
I mean, one would assume that, I don't have like a detailed report as to what cargo companies are coming, and what they're shipping. They don't provide us the information as to like, oh, this company is flying in this product, per se. So I cannot say yes or no it was the tariffs, but it's been an ongoing thing, and it'll reflect also in our fuel flow.
Okay.
So it might just be, I know that we have also lost, activity in general, also with we've just lost activity.
Looking at the numbers, you could just, it's obvious, because all the tariffs basically started in March, and everybody, this is like a 30% increase, because everybody was trying to ship everything out before the tariff took place. And after that, you see everything's just in negative numbers, except for the month of August.
Yeah.
So, you know, and even August, that's when they were trying a flurry of merchandise coming out, because they were implementing additional tariffs for the steel and aluminum, so you could just sit there and see people just trying to beat the tariff, so.
And
it's
the good
obvious.
thing is that
And de minimis is eliminated, so there's no more de minimis, so. And these are all these DHL, FedEx, and BPS, that's all they deal with, or they were dealing with de minimis, now they're having to do formal and informal entries.
Thank you. So, Mr. Sanchez would probably know a better answer than I do, so.
But you can always inquire, so he can give you, some type of estimated, or like, we have consultants that can do economic reports for us.
And again, as she said.
Can we request, maybe an update on that, or maybe an end of the year economic update of some
Like to
sorts?
see what's
Because I think,
impacting us?
yeah, because I think that's super critical data, especially that we could share with both the chamber and with the Laredo Economic Development Corporation, so that folks understand what's going on, because there's a Washington trip that's also coming up, I think that the city's planning, trade is obviously, going to be top of mind on that visit to Washington, so I think that's good data for us to use to provide to our colleagues or counterparts in DC.
Okay, just take consideration, the airport industry is mainly a niche product because it's a lot more higher expense except for the de minimis, or it was a de minimis. So we ought to also look at the other trades because that one's taking a hit as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but we're able to combine data, and spread it across the board from both, land, sea, and air. I mean, it's gonna tell a story.
I know that Mr. Sanchez does get, from our consultants, a lot of information, and
And that's why I know we were saying by the end of the year, and that would be next month, I would need to see if a cargo report is encompassed in the current contract, because GRA really does air service development. I know we do have a cargo consultant, so maybe we can go through there, just to see if I need to add like a new project or, execute a different type of thing with them, but
Yeah.
if anything, January. I don't wanna come to December and then it doesn't.
Yeah, if it's available, right, I think.
yeah, 'cause we won't get December's report until the mid-January anyway, so.
And then when it comes down to, the FTZs, we'll have a better discussion on that because that might be an increase in there, so.
So, fuel flow, again, we're down 18%, and cargo does affect our fuel flow. And then I will let Dr. Schaffler talk about the FTZ.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. Since the last time we met, we've had a lot of new applications, and we currently have 11 at the National FTC Board. One of those during this time said that they really wanted to put it on hold, so we have 10 awaiting approval. And we have 2 complete applications that are ready to go as soon as one of them just exchanges a document, and the other one is getting some family issue. And we have 12 applicants who are already working on gathering their paperwork. So this will probably get us very close, if not over 80 FTCs by the end of the year. If not approved, at least already at the National FTC Board. And there has been, I think I saw more interest on gathering information of the FTCs in the first months of the tariffs, and now I felt that it has gone down. So I don't know if they already figured out how to pay it, or they already made some agreements, because one of the things that I was told by one of the someone who originally wanted an FTC said, I don't need it anymore because I already made an agreement with someone who already has it, so I'm gonna do business with this person. So I think they're probably finding out ways to go around this. And the shutdown, we got an email yesterday from the executive director, Elizabeth Whiteman, who's told us that like everything's gonna be 47 days off. Everything is gonna be just like tolling, something like that was the word that they used. So that we should be patient, we should not inquire how is this doing, what is this happening, just have patience. So hopefully we get by the end of the year some response. What I've had already is that On day one of the shutdown, I sent an application and they already acknowledged it, because they're gonna be working as they received it. So that's a good, they're almost up to date on receiving applications. So that's basically we had 6 expansions, and basically that's it.
I know the last time we had discussions, as well, as you were talking to, now that the shutdown's over, making sure that we include manufacturing as part of the FTZ, because Laredo doesn't allow that. Have you
Yes.
gone further with that? I know considering the shutdown was over, if you can move on that, because I think that's a huge opportunity we're missing. And a lot of people are importing from other countries, they could go ahead and further manufacture to export without having to pay the additional tariff, so that would be beneficial.
Yes, what I've been doing is with each and every one of the potential applicants, I've been suggesting that they should consider manufacturing, because we don't have any here. And most of them just say that they're only into the import-export and they're not very fond of it. There is one FTC operator that is inquiring, but told me that they're gonna wait probably till the end of the year, starting to go through the production authority authorization.
We'll have a couple of FTZs that would work with you with that, so.
Okay,
I'll
well,
bring them over to you, I'll make sure that you're involved.
thank you, yeah.
And I did forget our delinquent report, excuse me. We have one that's FTC user, FIS user that is delinquent, and they're supposed to be paying this week.
They're the only ones, what happened to all the other ones? We used to have a long list before, that's it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that what Mr. Sanchez said, these are over 90 days. Now, he wants to report over 90 days, so.
That's it?
That's it for me.
Oh, give me 5 seconds.
I apologize, I'm looking for the documents because I needed to send it to Mr. Cortez and Joel and, who's on the phone, but, Carlos Gordillo, Mr. Gordillo. So I will try to send it to you guys right now. I apologize. If you guys have questions, I guess you can send us an email, but I'm gonna try to get through these items. But first, I would like to introduce, our newest member. This is Selena. She just got appointed by District 8, so I just wanted to give her a warm welcome. Welcome to the resident of the area. And then, this is Mr. Daniel Markind. He is actually our legal consultant, one of like the brilliantest minds I've ever met, and he is helping us with a lot of contracts and real estate issues, pretty much all of our agreements. And he does have, he specializes, well, I say he specializes in, but I think, yes, airport law, real estate, and energy. So he's an excellent resource, and he's here, you know, just saying hi.
Periodically, I come to Laredo to meet with everybody, and I always want to see hands-on what I'm doing, so it's a pleasure to meet all of you. And I can't
Are these
get much
billable
more.
hours right now or no?
What's that?
Are these billable hours right now?
This one is not, but,
One in the morning.
we can always change that if you wish.
I'm good with that.
Okay, so if we're gonna move on to action items?
Finish up with staff reports, move on to action items, please.
Okay, so action items. Discussion and possible action on deciding what dates are best suited for everyone to hold monthly airport advisory board meetings and any other matters incident thereto. So we added this on the agenda because, I don't know for how long the meetings have always been held on Wednesdays, the second Wednesday of the month. As we know, the calendar changes every year, and I'm assuming that when that would occur, we had the reports already submitted, cause maybe the second Wednesday was falling later in the month. Right now, they're usually falling like between the 10th and the 12th, so I don't have my reports done until the following week. I've also, since those dates were decided by a different board, I don't know if that's still the best option for everyone. I know some of you may serve on other committees, so I didn't know if like the third or fourth Wednesday would be better, or any other day. So yeah, whatever you guys discuss.
I know that we've had some absences, and we've been having difficulty getting a quorum, so reaching out to the group to see the most feasible time frame. I know that I've been trying to make it, every time you guys accommodate at the same time, but, you know, for me, this is good, but I could be flexible in adjusting the third Wednesday, or, you know, even the first Wednesday's a struggle, but I could do the first or the third, or the second or third Wednesday, so it's all up to you guys.
If we move it up, you're gonna be 2 months behind on the reports. If you move it later, you'll be just one the way we have always been. So you'll be getting, like today, you were reading the, September report as opposed to the October one, because that, like the October one I have in, some of them have submitted, I wanna say, but not everybody's done, because we give them like, I think 5 days, like it's 15th, but up to 5 days you can submit the entire thing. Again, it's up to you all. I would say Thursdays, like the last week, especially Wednesdays and Thursdays sometimes it's Wednesdays, but mostly Thursdays, we do have our construction meeting, and so that would not be a good day for the airport. I can't think of any other consistent meetings that we have, like the construction one, so, it really is up to you all. If you want, maybe we can come up with some suggestions, and then we'll send a poll, and then I can bring it as an item for the next meeting, whatever you all want.
I think making this a virtual option as well kinda helps out as well, because as you see, it's evident of the quorum that we have available, but Judge, I know that you, we worked around your schedule considering your, you know, that you had to go to Ensenada. What, is all right with you, virtual, or do you want it to make any adjustments, or your thoughts?
No, I'm good. I can do just about any day.
Any comments? Cause I know I'm on another committee and they're counting absences, so I know that you guys are, the city's doing a little bit more strict on absences, so I wanna make sure that we have a quorum, because this is a good functional committee, and I like to sit there and make sure that we maintain it, so.
I'd say that third week would be the best. Third
So
Wednesday.
is the
I
third
just
week
have
better?
one quick question, sorry, Carlos Murillo.
Let me see.
Just wanted to make sure that I understood correctly. You were saying that if we put it as we had it before on the second week, the reports would be 2 months,
Behind.
2 months late, right? Is that's what he said?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so yeah, third or fourth week, at least on my side, I think it would work as well.
Okay. And is noon a good time for you all, because I know it's a lunch hour, I know that's like in the middle of the workday. Are
That's
we
the
okay
best for
with
me.
noon? Yes. And
So,
every-
I mean, just for accuracy as well, you made a comment right now, so I'm hoping that, on the third week, if we do that time, we could probably even have some reports almost
Completed.
accurate, right? That available date.
If, in an
Depending,
ideal.
I know you got the
in an
5-day grace
ideal
period, but-
world, where everybody was in perfect mode, yes. I don't wanna say, Manuel is here. I
Yes,
don't wanna
Tomás.
say that we receive our reports later than like the 20th or.
By the
there's some
17th or
conference.
18th of the month, we should get.
So
those
a couple of
reports.
days later, then, but
Yeah.
if it's available,
But
you
then
guys
again-
will be allowed to do
But then
it.
again, we must review those reports to make sure that it's accurate information, so
Okay.
I think this is an additional.
I'm just reaching, so.
Yes, yes. So,
The
Third
biggest one
Wednesday?
that would not be correct maybe would be the cargo.
Cool. So we'll change it to third Wednesday? We all in agreement?
Got a motion.
Got a motion on that?
Motion for it to be the third Wednesday at noon each month.
Second.
Second, Cash?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion passed.
everybody online, do you guys, can we take like a 5-minute recess so I can try to send them at least the agenda?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
give me 5 minutes. Okay, so we make a motion.
Motion to recess.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Second.
Just kidding, I'm dismissing.
I think we're live, recess over, so we're item number, well, it jumps, but it should be 2.
Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, so discussion and possible action on selecting a date for a workshop to review and approve the proposed changes to the minimum standards for the conduct of commercial aeronautical service and activity at the Laredo International Airport and any other matters incident thereto.
Is this a council request or is this a request for us? Internal?
I'm requesting.
Request.
I mean, not us, the department. Like, yeah, so what happened here is this, Dan, the Laredo International Airport, we already have minimum standards. but they're very outdated. They're from like 1994 or 1989, and they've been updated 2 times. But the only thing that has been updated on those is the amount we charge for fuel flow. Now, we already know that we have other tenants on the airfield that are not FBOs, like we have actual cargo tenants and people that are doing other aeronautical activity. And so, we need to expand those minimum standards. And since you guys are an advisory board, part of your duty would be to advise on policy. And so, we have them drafted. All we wanna do is maybe present, Amber, last time she was here, but she wasn't able to make it today. She had advised or suggested that maybe we select a day and we do like a presentation to you all, letting you guys know the changes. I know that initially you all had requested like an executive summary. The thing is that the minimum standards, it's an entire revamp. And so, I mean, there is things that are staying, some of the language changes, but there's parts of the thing that are completely new, so it would probably be best to just do like a little workshop day for that one.
Anticipated timeframe, half day, couple of hours, where you,
Like an 11 to 2, 11 to 1.
Probably at least a half a day.
Go with at least a half day.
So we can, if you guys wanna do it, I don't know how y'all feel about December, because it's holidays, we will be here, but I don't know about you guys, because you all might be traveling. January is also an option. The good thing is that we have a lot of time, because the next city council, eventually these will need to go to city council to be adopted and codified into the code of ordinances. But, I say we have a good amount of time, because I cannot submit anything in the next meeting I can submit to is in January, which is January 20th, so we have a nice amount of time to meet and discuss and see if it's ready by January, which would be great.
How's the first week of January?
The first week.
Or, the second week, which would be 5th through the 9th.
I would say, I don't foresee us having anything on the calendar. What I can suggest is, if that's like a good week for everybody, I can get with Amber just to make sure she blocks it in her calendar, and then I'll give you guys options on dates. Like if you guys prefer the morning or the afternoon, I can send you a follow-up and then we can choose.
yeah, that'd be great, give us dates so we can go ahead and, multiple
But
days.
for everybody, the first week of January is okay? Board members? Second?
That's fine.
Sorry, second week. We're not working on the first.
Now we'll still be.
Everything's kinda
recuperating
slow
from
and
that first
everything, so
week.
yeah, so getting back to business. Right.
So, can I have a motion?
Motion?
Yeah, motion, to review dates the second week of January 2026, for half-day workshop.
Yeah.
And review of, aeronautical services, activity, policies, that manual, policies, procedure handbook.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Santos.
All in favor?
Aye.
Online? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion passes.
Victoria, if you want me available, I can make
Yes.
myself available. However, I have an arbitration on the 9th, which at this point I have to be at, so.
Yeah. And I would suggest that it would be good to have Dan also, because the experience, and he drafted them, so, then.
For sure.
Just make sure you don't have it on the
7th?
9th, and so we're
The
gonna.
7th, that's a Wednesday.
Yeah, I just need to also run it by Amber to make sure she's able to book it on her calendar, so we have all the legal minds we need here, okay?
January, oh no, the 4th, yeah, the 7th is Wednesday.
9th is a Friday.
Fifth is a Monday.
Yeah.
Fifth,
Okay,
sixth,
yeah,
seventh,
that's the
yeah.
arbitration, which hopefully won't happen. But
So next item, discussion and possible action on selecting a date for a workshop to review and adopt proposed rules and regulations for the Laredo International Airport and any other matters incident thereto. So, this is another document, so it's separate. Minimum standards, and Danny, you can jump in for me if you want. But my understanding, minimum standards, it's to regulate the people that are doing direct business on the airfield. It's to make sure that everything is safe there. The rules and regulations apply to not just staff, it applies to anybody utilizing the airport. So, right now, yes, the city of Laredo has like no drinking on public property, but like, if somebody was doing it here at the airport, I mean, I can enforce it to the city, but there's certain things like, I don't know, don't leave your car here for 30 days. And like, if not, I'm gonna tow it. I think I might have an ordinance for that, but there's certain rules that we are implementing, also like expectations for tenants, as well. We don't have any of that stuff right now, and it
For plane owners?
yeah, I mean, if you're a tenant here, it would apply to you. So like, it'll give you the layout of how you're supposed to keep up with your badges. It's supposed to tell you like what behavior is allowed, like don't be riding your bicycle or your skateboard in the middle of the airfield. That was more for minimum standards, but you get what I'm saying, it's more for everybody.
Would that require us to have a second workshop?
It would be a second one, and I know that's a lot to ask of you. I didn't wanna say like, let's do a double whammy on the same day, cause that's a lot of thinking. And like you guys have lives, so.
But the rules and regulations should be quicker, right?
They don't exist, so yeah, like, I mean, it's a new thing, it would be something that this board would be leading, and, we don't have any right now.
Are we adopting from like another airport like Corpus or?
Dan drafted these as well,
They're based on, well, they're based on a lot of different airports that I've worked with.
Okay.
There are certain, I am not a Texas lawyer, but I know enough about Texas law, so that there's certain there's certain specific things that relate to Texas law. I use Amber whenever I say I need a Texas law assistance. I would suggest that you block off the same amount of time right now for that. However, we'll see how the minimum standards review goes. And if that gets done in like 2 hours, you then say, okay, the rules and regulations would take about 2 hours. But
Maybe
the documents go hand in hand.
Oh, they go hand in hand.
The easiest, let's take a look at one, see how we get through one, and then base the other off that, but for the time being, block out that time. That's what I would suggest. Maybe do it the next week the week after.
if that's feasible. If not, since the rules and regulations don't exist, yet, I don't mind waiting for those, like, cause I don't know you all's personal schedules or like your work schedules, but if you can't do it the following week, we can definitely wait for maybe the first or second week of February.
And then this goes to council in February?
Probably March, because TOMA has changed, and so now I need to submit the items like a whole month in advance before they make it to the meeting I want.
You'd probably wanna get these to council if you can in January.
Oh, then we'll need it.
Because
Then
you'd
we'll
have
need
to
it.
do it, you'd have to do it the next week at that point.
The 5th through the 9th.
Is it opposed to, or, I'm sorry, is it recommended that we do the, policies, this one, before or after?
Either or. I would think your minimum standards probably would go first, and then the rules and regulations go second, but it's not.
In my opinion, I would agree with Dan, just because, one, the minimum standards already exist, so that would be an amendment to an ordinance. And it's not, like, it would be better, also because I feel that the minimum standards are way more safety focused, and that's what we care about the most. We wanna make sure that our airfield is safe. The policies, like the rules and regulations, do address some safety concerns, but it's also like the way we're supposed to run things, or like the way, what we expect. It's not so much of like, on the airfield, don't do this, this is how you contact security, things like that. I feel like minimum standards are probably not more important, but like heavier. Like they protect the airport from worse things.
It's a long shot, but next Monday. It's a long shot, but next Monday.
Do this one by next Monday?
Or next week,
Next week.
Or-
'Cause I'll have time next week.
or December.
You got Thanksgiving
Or
next week,
before Thanksgiving.
Monday, Tuesday?
Yeah, that's
I
Thanksgiving
don't
week.
think the airport's not available, because I need to see Mr. Sanchez's calendar, and I know I already have things booked for that Monday.
How about Wednesday the
I mean, he doesn't
third?
have to be here though, but.
How about Wednesday the 3rd of December?
I can go look at his calendar.
It's not so much his, cause he's probably will not be in here, he'll probably like pop in and out, more Amber. Like, that's who I would need, like, either Amber or Dan.
Wednesday the 3rd of December?
We can look at, is it like that day specifically, or that week? 'Cause I can
Well,
look
I'm
at
just
the-
thinking Wednesdays.
You like Wednesdays?
I'm just thinking because it's sort of the
Stay
middle of
on
the week,
those
yeah,
days.
stay on.
I will
safe.
be speaking at an airport energy conference in Denver that day.
How about the 10th of December?
I will be here. I will be available.
So, confirm.
Joshua, you wanna make a motion?
Motion to have the rules and regulations meeting workshop December the 10th starting at 8:30 AM?
You know, I would have to do it in the afternoon.
Oh, okay, noon? So lunch here from 12 to 4, something like that?
Do you wanna do the, all right, do you wanna do the minimum standards first and have that, and then, so that would be,
Yeah.
this would be the minimum standards.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So we
can
should amend the first motion.
Amend the motion, motion to amend the original motion, flip-flop.
Now, I have a question. Now, let's just say it does take 2 hours, and we had already blocked out 4 or 5 hours.
Start the other
Can we
one.
just do both?
Yeah.
Like, let's book like the 10th to do both,
That
if
is
it
just,
works out.
I will, personally, I would love to say yes, but since it is a public workshop, I mean, I would need to run that by legal. I don't wanna say yes, because let's say I just post that we're having,
No,
but
city
he's,
legal.
he's,
not city legal.
he's not Texas. And
Why
that's,
don't, why
this,
don't, why don't you do this? Why don't you advertise it as both? And if you can't finish, you extend it. Because that way you've
That's a good
advertised it in a way
Yeah.
that's consistent
So we
with.
do both then, okay?
Yeah.
Who's gonna make the amendment or?
Yeah, motion to try to do both December the 10th, starting at 12, with a possibility of continuing for January the 7th. Part 2, January the 7th, if needed.
Who would second that?
I'll second it.
Cash?
hold on. Motion to try to do both on December the 10th with the ability.
Possible
Possibility
continuation,
of extending it.
January the 7th,
At noon, starting at noon, if needed.
if needed, yeah.
For, then Cash will adjust his to make sure it says the same thing to finalize that as well.
I apologize, but I do not know the rules, the Robert's Rules of Order that well to what would happen to a motion, like what happens to the motion above.
Motion to amend
Or
my
like
original
rescind.
motion.
Yeah, motion to rescind, okay.
Motion
To
to
amend,
rescind,
you could
no,
amend, right?
actually, motion to rescind my original motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay.
Aye.
You scratch it.
Any opposition? That original, so the first one got scratched, motion number 2,
Yeah.
and now we're going
And now we'll go
to
with
Mm.
Josh's
motion
original
number,
motion.
the original motion. We shall go ahead and cover both of them.
That's the goal.
Okay. That's the end of our thing for like action items. Really quick, if I can go back to general comments, I know, I had sent out a message to you all asking for voter registrations and like all of these documents. The city council has put that on pause for now, so don't worry about it. They will be amending it on the policies and procedures that they have at city secretary's office. And so once they update that, it should advise me and then, or advise the liaisons, and then, we'll let you know what the changes are and what is actually due. So don't worry, about getting that to me on the 21st.
If we've already completed a task, we just don't worry about it all together, right?
Not really. Because I don't know what they're gonna want.
So they asked for more, we had to provide additional what they're requesting.
I'll follow up with Mr. Maldonado and his team to see if they've had any updates. But I haven't heard anything since the email that told me to wait. Maybe on December 1st. So that's the next city council meeting.
Fair enough.
Oh, Lynn just here.
All right, any additional requests, comments, anybody? Any reports anybody would like? Would you like, additional reports, when you're
I
asking?
mean, an update on what we're doing with the real estate.
Okay, I'll put that for the next meeting.
Yeah.
And then trade statistics, you would like the additional changes or more information on that, so we can?
Just data on the flight, cargo, maybe just stats, feedback on, on why, or what's causing the reduction in, everything, fuel, cargo, right? Even if, all of that, I'd love to hear what's,
You said you can provide some economic,
I can ask to see which one of our consultants may cover a report like that. But I don't think I could bring it for the December meeting because I need to make sure that our contract actually covers the type of report I want. I do have a cargo consultant, I just need to make sure that his scope of work covers that.
But if not, you can provide the data, hopefully you can kind of,
Mr.
circulate
Sanchez,
that.
he tracks he's like a statistician, so I don't know how to say that
Yeah.
word, but he is a data boy, so he can probably give you some ideas.
Fair enough.
And then, I know we said we didn't provide it, but just, marketing. I always
Okay.
like to see how we're doing there.
Yes, we actually have some projects going on,
Yeah.
we have been participating in like these city awards, we have won like a couple of times, which is exciting for us, and it's, we just go against other city departments, but, it does incentivize us and motivates us to do better. We have to, like, we're very competitive people, so we like to win. Unfortunately, the library pretty much kicks our butt all the time, but we do get like second place, and we have gotten first in some. I know we have a huge project going on, sure.
Yeah, so basically, we had this, great idea. Tonight, it's actually happening tonight, we're having Santa Claus, come over. We're gonna act like he's coming, using our international flight route from Monterrey. So we're gonna have a flight, the aircraft land at 7:20 here, so we're gonna have Santa Claus act like he's,
Coming out of the plane.
Coming out of the plane, getting his gifts and everything.
That's cool.
We're gonna use that video when we have the Christmas tree lighting at the arena. So everyone, there is gonna be like, oh my God, Santa Claus is coming, right?
That's awesome.
And then we're gonna use it for more digital campaigns and say that Santa Claus is using Ares to fly to
Yeah.
Monterrey.
Want to deliver gifts around the world.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Love it.
So it's gonna be fun.
Good
tonight.
stuff, guys. Great.
Any other additional questions?
No, the only thing that I had was, we're gonna be renovating the bathrooms and all that upstairs and downstairs, right? That's part of the project?
Yes, so, I'm sorry, I missed some things. So, the status of the terminal rehabilitation project. So yes, we are waiting pricing from our contractor, that checkpoint will be, increased. We'll have a second lane inside checkpoint. The upstairs restrooms will be replaced. They will be put in a different place. They'll be placed completely. The restrooms downstairs will be remodeled. The concession area downstairs will be remodeled. They are in the process of going to work on replacing our PA system. That's what they're doing now. Then once I don't expect our construction on our phase 2. If I'm optimistic, I would say February, but it's probably gonna be more March by the time they get started on that. And it will not be fun when we start our checkpoint area. That part is not gonna be fun. It's going to be a little bit different. It's gonna be kinda like our escalator. But yeah, that's going on. J1 and J2 construction has ended. They're finishing up painting hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully by the middle of December, the runway will be back open. Hopefully it'll be earlier than that, but hopefully by the end. So, and then we're working on another project with the FAA for the airfield. UMass will be taken out, and that runway will be extended a little bit to the north.
1-4?
No,
Which
the
runway?
EMAS on
Oh.
It's
1-8 right,
Right,
yeah.
they're gonna extend it.
It'll be so what's gonna happen, we're extending it not quite 500 feet, I think it is, and it will be, the displaced threshold,
Okay,
so that.
north,
Yeah.
on the 1-8 side.
Yes. So that's still in the very beginning stages. But we had gone and talked to the FAA about it, and they come up with this idea, so that's.
And it's nothing with the control tower or anything like
No,
that?
we do not own the control tower.
Mhm.
The FAA owns the control tower. So they are doing what are they doing?
Oh, they're just updating the diagram.
Yeah, they're just, We are in the middle of our master plan. We're working on getting a link to a website so that the public can have access to what all we're doing in our master plan. We will be planning some public workshops in the future, be after the first of the year. We'll, probably middle March, April timeframe, we'll be having some public workshops to talk about the different ideas that we have, with what we need, what we're gonna do at the airport. That's the projects.
And the
Yeah.
bathroom projects, how soon do you think they would start?
How soon the restrooms? So we cannot tell the contractor how to do the project, but, he has asked for suggestions on how to phase the project. So if he follows our suggestion is that he starts the, the construction of the new second floor restrooms first. Because what we're trying to do is to keep the construction out of the secured area, so it, makes it easier on our contractor to work, and he doesn't have to have all of his tools and everything checked every time they're coming in and out. So, hopefully, we will take, I have to think where I'm at. From, right past our current restrooms, there's a hallway that goes down to to the airport offices and more. That's gonna be the new restrooms, that area. And so we can barricade that off so the public can't get to it. And so hopefully that's what they're gonna do first. I can't say for sure. And again, I can't say, cause once the pricing is turned over, then, our consultant, they will have to review the pricing. And so I would think maybe, hopefully March 1st, we could see some construction start.
Cause like the maintenance, just in general, like all the walls are scuffed up, they're like, and the thing about it is.
It's a 25-year-old building.
Yeah,
you know,
I get it, but I mean.
Yeah,
I don't know if
and
city-
so it's time. I had hoped that we would already have our pricing, but we don't yet. So I'm hoping that by the middle of December, we will have our pricing, if not before. We actually have a meeting with our contractor tomorrow.
Nice.
So the last Thursday of every month is normally our meetings, in-person meetings. We have, every other week, we have a video meeting, so. Hopefully tomorrow I will have more information on that.
Thank you.
All right. Any additional comments online, anybody? Requests?
Yes, I would like to make a comment in regards to the Monterrey flight. I will have to insist, I mentioned this on the previous meeting, it will not work. I was just checking it, and this is because Aeros changed the original agreement, I believe. They had a different flight schedule where you were able to make a connection flight to any city in Mexico, and now you have to go and look for a hotel and stay one night in Monterrey in order for you to take the following flight. So it's almost impossible for anyone, nobody wants, if somebody wants to make a connection flight that they're not going to Monterrey, it's not gonna work at all. I just wanna make that very clear, because I know we're spending a lot of money. The company changed the schedule, and now it's impossible to take that flight.
Mr. Sanchez is working on that. He's working on a new agreement with Aeros.
Also, I don't think we can talk about it because it's not on the agenda, so is this a request for the next meeting? Yes?
Yes.
Would you like a status update on that?
Request
Yes,
on
and I
changing the
mentioned it
time
on the
frame?
previous one, yeah.
Okay, request on, okay.
And just for reference, what time is beneficial, for Aeros to make that flight? Or what times are
To get
beneficial
additional
to get the connection that you're talking about?
Any connection.
So like the one in San Antonio is.
The only one that I
8
see here,
It's the 6.
online, it's a flight that leaves at, 8 PM or 7:55 PM in the afternoon. So, that's the timing, I mean, that's the time we have right now to fly from Laredo to Monterrey. So you're arriving, I don't know, 45 minutes after that in Monterrey? So I guess something in the morning in order to make it work, so that you have enough time to take any flight from Monterrey to anywhere you're going.
Or even midday, you know, so.
So I guess the request from Joel, you wanna make a motion, Joel?
That's not.
Yes,
It's a
yes,
request,
please.
because there ain't no motion, it's already.
Yeah, you can't take action, cause it's not written as an action.
This is
And
the
just so you
first
guys are
one
aware, I
next
think this might, soon the layout of this agenda will change to be similar to city councils, and so the request thing is gonna change to something else. Like, it's a draft, we were actually already supposed to be on it, but there's a lot of, there were some glitches.
So we would need to suggest, agenda items beforehand, before we.
I
do
need to
Request.
clarify that with city secretaries, but at the next meeting, hopefully I'll have more information.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
And do you have any, cause you mentioned something right now, do you have any, any updates on Eros or what's
I can't,
happening?
so I cannot discuss it because it would violate Texas Open Meetings Act. It's not on the agenda, it's being requested for the next meeting, and so if I start discussing something, it would be like a violation since I didn't notify the public, we would be discussing that. I don't wanna put us at risk.
We'll also just add on there if we're subsidizing and how much.
Okay, so I'm gonna write it like, just a request on Idaho's contract, their flight schedules, and what's going on with them. Just as, on, like.
Good deal, sure. All right, with that being said, I guess we asked everybody, is the motion adjourned?
Second.
Okay, we got, you guys said, we all agree, so.